I think caring for your health plays into loving your life long term because it's not flashy, you know? Like it's one of those more boring things. Like we were talking
Super.
about building your life is sometimes not exciting.
Super.
It's doing the boring things every day. It's drinking a lot of water. It's going to the gym on a regular basis. It's like not going to eat fast food because it's convenient.
Yeah.
Like that stuff is pretty boring.
Yep.
And you need to do the boring things.
Yep.
If you want to live a long time.
Yeah. I'm Izzy.
I'm Maggie.
And this is a Long Game Podcast where we talk all things faith, wellness, and relationships. Today, Maggie's going to be leading for us.
Yes. I'm so excited about this one. I was feeling really passionate about it. I called you yesterday talking about it, but we're going to be talking about how to build a life that you love, what that actually looks like.
Yeah.
Misconceptions around it, how
Yes.
we've built lives that we love, and how anyone can, regardless of where you're at.
While you're in the pursuit of more at the same time.
Yes.
Because
and how
I
do you
think-
reconcile that?
Yeah.
Like how do you reconcile having goals and being content with where you're at? Because that's a hard one, I think.
Yes.
And it feels like they're opposites. Like you can't have both.
Yes.
And I'm very passionate, I think you are too, about saying, no, you can absolutely be content with where you're at and pursuing really big things at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Yes. The duality, living in both of them is where the magic happens, baby.
Yes, I love it. Okay,
Yes.
my first question.
Yes.
What makes your life right now a life that you love?
Out the gate, the people in it, my relationships.
Yeah.
First of all, my relationship with Jesus, for sure. That. Thank you, Jesus, for this day. I love you. Amen. I'm not sure if I said that to him today. So I had to get that out of the way.
Love that. Yes.
No, for real. So that, my people,
Yeah.
like you, Mitchell, like our community, the people that I have, 100% that is the difference. And especially, I think I'm in a season in my life where I am grinding it out, like working hard, doing a lot of things. When I am with my people, I'm just like, I'm just so happy. I'm like, I get this time with my people. And I just feel like across the board, I'm surrounded by phenomenal people.
Yeah.
And I would say that is like the first pillar.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And I love that because it's nothing materialistic. It's
True. Yeah.
purely the quality of relationships.
Yes.
And I mean, that makes so much sense. I know that there was a Harvard study that looked at like someone's quality of life, and it is most based on the quality of your relationships.
Yeah.
Like how happy and content you'll be is based on the quality of relationships.
Yep.
It's not anything materialistic.
My grandfather on my mom's side, who's dead now, but what he used to say was like, the only thing that will count after this, the only thing that will carry into the next is your relationships.
Wow.
Nothing else. Nothing else will ever carry in. Only the relationships and the people that you're surrounded with. And my mom told me that he told that to her. I didn't even hear it directly from him. And that landed with me. And I remember being a kid and hearing that. I mean, like, wow, that really is.
That's so powerful.
But it comes back to our relationship with Jesus. It's a relationship. Though that's why that is what's so fulfilling, because we get a relationship with him.
Yeah.
You know, if we choose it.
I think, a huge part of that too is just like the gratitude of where you're at, because I think there could easily be a point, and there is for so many people, regardless of how much you have, what house you have, what job you have, if you're just not grateful where you're at, it will never be enough.
Yeah.
You will never reach your dream life. You will never be happy.
Yeah.
And the opposite is that regardless of how little you have, you can also be fully content.
Yes.
Which is such a beautiful thing, because one of the few things that can't be taken away from us is like gratitude. I can always choose to be grateful. I can always be
grateful, man. Yeah.
Which means I can always choose to be content and love my life.
Yeah.
Regardless of what's happening.
Yeah, you're hyping me up, dude. Don't get me up. No, literally, I'm like, Okay, so would you say the same is for you then, your relationships, or what
Absolutely.
is it? Yeah.
I love that you said that.
It can't not be.
I like the overarching thing for me is like the gratitude, but it's like the gratitude for those relationships, the gratitude for the things that I have right now, like the big things from like my home and my car, like my job, like the big things to the small things, like my toothbrush and my bed and like a warm house, and like those things, like the small things and the big things, just choosing to be grateful for all of them in between. Yeah. I think for me is so powerful. And I'm like, there's no way I'd ever not be content. Yeah. If I'm looking at all of that. Yeah. When I lay down at night, just being like, thank you for my bed.
I love that.
To God. Like,
yes. No, and I'll just start being like, thank you for this. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And then you're like, you can't count it. Yes. I love that.
And I think I love that too, because once you start practicing gratitude, when you start making those lists in your head, you're like, I could keep going for days.
Yeah.
Like there's no stopping all the things
it's
that
a
I
powerful
could be
state
grateful
to be
for.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I
But
love
to
it.
practice
Dude, I had a
that.
conversation last night with one of my coaches, and I was basically talking about the pursuit of me also chasing this like professional soccer while building the business. And I was like, I'm almost feeling split. Like I should, like, I have other mentors who are saying just go all in on the business, like, you know, things like that. And he was just like, dude, like, you have, what makes you happy? Like, where do you love to be? Where do you love to be? What really feels that, like, what makes you feel like, yes, I love this? I was like, dude, I want to go play. I want to go play pro. He's like, you know, then. And it was the coolest conversation. He was like,
Wow.
screw what that guy says. Screw what he says. Screw what the coach, screw what I say. Like, it was just hyping me up. And I was like, dude, yeah, like, yes.
You're like, I know what I need to do. Yeah.
I was like, I know. And I was able to like relieve some of the pressure almost of like, wait, I cannot do 100% of the time on both things. That is a reality.
Yeah.
Right? I can juggle very well. I have a high capacity to have a lot on my plate and do well at the same time, but it's not going to be like 100. And I was like, honestly, if the business goes a little bit slower, I'm like, I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm still going to be like inspiring the way that I need to inspire anyway.
Right.
So yeah, I was like, everything you're saying, but he was just like, yeah, when you get to actually love what you're doing and love your life, he's like, that's the point.
Right.
But so many people just get drowned out in the pursuit of numbers. They come in this program, they're just like, I need to be at this much a month, this much a month, this much a month. And they're like, and he's like, those are some of the most unhappy people I've ever met in my life.
Man.
I was like,
That's so powerful.
I was like, yeah, I don't want to be unhappy.
Right.
Like,
Or the pursuit, like, I mean, you were probably feeling that too, the pursuit of trying to listen to what other people are telling you to do.
Yes.
And how confusing that is to be
Yes.
like, well, this person has this credibility, so I feel like I should listen to them.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like this coach was telling you, it's like, what do you know for you?
Exactly. And he was
Yeah.
like, dude, you're winning. He was like, because he's like, I can tell you actually love your life and you're actually really happy and you're actually
That's
really happy.
awesome.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I really am.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I may not be at the same financial status as, you know, some other people next to me, but I'm like, but they're miserable.
How many of them are so unhappy?
They're miserable,
Yeah.
dude. And they're making $500,000 a month and it's never enough and they're not
Yeah.
happy. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't need to be there right now, honestly. Like, and definitely
Right.
not at the cost of my relationships and my happiness and like this journey. So I was like, I'll go a little slower.
And that's such a wake up call too for
Dude,
for people who think like, oh, when I just make X amount of money, I will be happy or I will feel fulfilled. And it's like that doesn't happen for people. That's
And-
not how it works. That's
and
not
that
how
number
contentment works.
always moves because it doesn't matter. Because I remember thinking, I was like, man, if all I could do is make $10,000 a month, my life would be completely changed. And to a degree it was. I was like, whoa, now I'm like here. But that number moves.
There's always something bigger.
Because then the next
better,
thing you're gonna be like,
greater.
now I
Yeah.
need 50K and now I need 100K a month. Like it never sits. Like
Yeah.
it's always gonna move. So
Right.
yeah. And I love that you bring this up because it is the duality of like, yes, I am pursuing wealth, financial wealth,
Right.
100%. That's always been something I know that's a calling of mine. And I love that because it's a manifestation of the work that you put in, right?
Yeah.
And I love that. But at the same time, it doesn't mean I need to be miserable or I can't be extremely grateful and happy exactly where I am.
Yeah.
I do think it's hard for people to be. I don't know if I'm going to use the word content because for me, I can't. It's not content.
And that one is a tricky one because I think contentment for some people can mean I want to sit still.
Exactly. And so I'm going to say it's not really about being content. It's about being incredibly grateful in the moment for every single thing that I have, but being like, I'm also pursuing so much more.
I like that.
Because I'm not content with the amount that I can either give or help back to certain people. There are people and situations that I want to be able to give a lot more and
Yeah.
have a way bigger impact, and I'm not at that financial status or whatever. So I'm
Right.
not content with that.
Right.
But am I grateful for what I do have and what I can give? 1,000%.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not content. Because I was thinking
Right.
about that after we were talking about that yesterday. I was like, wait, no, because I'm not content, but it doesn't mean I'm not really, really grateful
Yeah.
or
And
not
I think,
enjoying the season I'm in.
yeah, that very much depends on like how you look at your definition of content.
That's where I was like, yeah.
Because like for me, I feel very content.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think our definitions are just a little bit different. And I agree with you to where I'm content, but not in the sense of I don't want to move forward.
Yeah, because it's not like you're not progressing.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So maybe there's a better word. Like, I mean, grateful is obviously a really good one, but there's
Yeah.
a better word than content. But I absolutely agree. And I think that you like nailed that. That's exactly how you reconcile being grateful and happy where you're at
Yeah.
and then also pursuing growth.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's incredible.
And I think that's where you actually feel the best. Also.
yeah.
Right? Because I feel like, and especially after my call with my coach, like the timing was totally meant to be. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah. And you talked about this yesterday too, about the fact that like when we get back from like vacation or traveling, we're like so happy to be back in our routine. Like I'm
Yeah.
so grateful to be here today, be podcasting with you around awesome people. And like, I was just like, this is awesome. You know, like
yes.
if that is not like succeeding, if that's not success, I don't really know like what is.
Right. To be running back and excited to get back to your normal life. Like your
That's
normal
crazy.
life. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
And
Yeah.
I think like that's another misconception about like your dream life is that it's just always exciting things. Like a lot of the things that I look forward to are very routine
Yeah.
things.
Yep.
And that's part of a life that I love.
Yeah.
And I think building your dream life is not always exciting. It's not always flashy. Like you're talking about right now, you're
Yeah.
building your dream life and you're very much in a grind mode. Like you
Yeah.
are working long hours with
Yeah.
Mitchell to
I worked till like 10:30 last night.
reach
Yeah.
your goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not always flashy. It's not always exciting, but that's part of it.
Yeah. But if you can actually enjoy the journey,
Yeah.
if you can, that is the entire point of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do not enjoy the journey, then whenever you get to the destination, it will not fill your cup. It will not be enough for you. It
Yeah.
just won't.
Yeah.
Because you'll
And
be
how
like,
sad.
you'll get there and you're like, this is it. This is not.
And it goes back to your relationships for
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
That was
good.
question number 1.
Oh, okay.
We hit on multiple things. That was awesome.
Yeah.
One thing, what surprised you most as you started building your dream life?
What surprised me most about like building in the pursuit of
Yeah,
it and
building a
everything?
life that you love. Was there anything that was like, I didn't expect it to feel like this, or
Yeah, you know, I actually, two things kind of come up. Number one, I didn't expect myself to end up feeling as like traditional as I do with like roles.
oh, that's so true. Yeah,
I did not expect that because I do not like that just because of my upbringing with like man, head of the house, like very controlling stuff like that. I was raised that way. So I'm very like, I get like adverse to it. I'm like, you know, I don't like that. But that's because it just wasn't done in the way that it was like intended to be.
Yeah.
But I think now I'm like, oh wait, no, I really like having like a man of the house and like playing the wife role. Like I did not expect myself to like love that.
Yeah, I honestly like wouldn't have thought that for you either.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
because
so-
you were like you said, you were always more averse to it. But I think you
With the
grew
right-
up
yeah.
with like it was very much about control.
Yes.
And this is so much more about like freedom. for you.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
Freedom to
And
be exactly the role that you were made to be and you
Yes.
love to be.
giving me the space to actually be, and that's why it's actually supposed to be that way. Like you're supposed to
Yeah.
have this husband who protects you and creates the space for you to actually flourish, not to control you and pin you down.
Yeah.
And so that I would say that really
That surprised
that
you.
surprised
I like
me.
That.
I would
That's
say
a good
that
one.
I would not have seen that coming at all.
Yeah.
I always thought I wanted to be like the most independent and like never viewed my success coming from like a unit. It was all going to be me making
Yeah.
it happen. And that's really not been the case. It's really been a team.
Yeah.
a team
Yeah.
effort with
I love
me
that.
and
And how
Mitchell.
much better
1,000 times
that
better.
it's that way.
1,000 times better. Yeah. Yeah, for
I
sure.
think something that surprised me is just that I think for a long time I was like, if I can just get to a certain point, I'll like feel comfortable, you know? And then I realized in the pursuit of growing and living my dream life, I will always need to be a little bit uncomfortable or a lot uncomfortable. And I think there were so many times where I was like, even in my job or like in whatever facet, I was just like, oh, if I could just like get to that point, I wouldn't like feel like, I need to learn something new all the time. And I realized that learning something new is part of how I feel so fulfilled.
Yeah.
And part of how I keep loving my life. If I stopped growing, I would stop feeling fulfilled.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, that's so good.
Yeah. And I think for a while I just was like, I didn't want that. Like I didn't want to feel pushed all the time. I was like that wasn't a part of my definition of a dream life.
Yeah.
To feel pushed. And now it is.
Yeah.
And so that changed a lot for me, and now I'm really grateful for it. I mean, we talk so much about it, just about growth and being pushed. But for me, there was a long time where I was like, that wasn't part of what I thought my dream life would look like. Eventually, I was just like, cool. I want to be comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. I would actually agree that I think I was afraid of like workload for a while and thinking that it would really drain me or make me not feel good, or I would just like hate it because I'd have to work that long. But when you find something that you like love, and especially now that I'm doing it with Mitchell, it's different because the compromise, there feels like there's no compromise, and not that there was necessarily, but it still feel that way. You still feel like you're compromising time in the relationship if you're working and the other person's not working.
Yeah.
But now if you're both doing it, it doesn't matter. You're like, yeah, dude, like we just worked 14 hours. Like like, okay, cool. Like,
but
let's go.
Did it together.
We did it together. And so it doesn't feel like that anymore. And so that I am surprised at how much I love to work, I guess, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really do love to work.
I mean, I feel like it's so cliche, but like do what you love and you'll never work a day in your
Literally.
life. There's so much truth behind that.
Yep. Because we're designed for labor, leisure, and love.
Yep.
And I have been really trying to take the Sabbath seriously as well. And I think that is really, really key.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I was just talking to Matthew about that and like just how we're treating the Sabbath, and like because he with firefighting schedule, like there are Sundays where he has to work and he doesn't go to church.
Yeah.
And like how do we work around that?
Mitchell Station, they have a chaplain and they do the whole thing, and it is still, they try and make it as much of a day of rest as possible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because it's like a smaller town, so I think they're more that way, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I've heard that, and I think that Matthew feels like the department is headed in that direction too.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's hard when you aren't able to, but I love that. So how do you treat your Sabbath? Is it just like no work?
It's really no work. And then I know that there's like I heard about a sermon from a friend who was saying how your rest could be like an active rest if it's like the opposite of what you always do for work. And so that's okay. Like, so if you're always using your brain for your work, if you want to like use your hands and maybe like do some gardening or something like that, that's still okay, because it's like the opposite thing if you feel like you're almost resting in it and kind of switching. So I think about that. But for the most part, I mean, we have it really set up with like Mitchell's family. We go over and we hang out for like 5 to 6 hours and just like watch football and chill. So that's kind of like set in. And then, I just really don't work. I usually don't have Instagram on my phone at all that day. If I do download, I'll check on it, but then I just don't. And I don't, my entire team, I don't have work that day. I'm like, you don't have to be responsible for anything. Nothing has to go out. Content, nothing at all. No sales calls, nothing.
Yeah.
And
just a day of rest
it's
for
the
everyone.
company. Yeah. It's like, that's how we're moving forward. You have an entire day where you do not do anything. No work messages. You have no responsibility at all. Disconnect, whatever you want. So
I love that. I love that you get to create that culture within your company too.
It's
That's
awesome.
So cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. But I didn't. Yeah, it's definitely a thing. I'm like, no, I got to take this very seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a reason that it's there for us.
I know. I feel like for a while growing up, it would be like we wouldn't even like grocery shop on Sundays. It's like nothing. Like it's just,
but it's also supposed to refuel you. So
if I mean, it depends for everyone. Like,
exactly.
If you don't like gardening, don't garden like on Sunday.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I'm like,
if whatever gives you rest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was a good question.
Took it very seriously. That was a good tangent. Okay. Do you compare your life or goals to anyone else's?
Yeah, I do. I try not to, but I do 100%. I think it's human nature. Like, there's no way not to do it.
Yeah, that was 1,000% exactly my response.
I was like, of course.
There's no way not to. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not bad. It's not always bad. It's how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Are you doing it with abundance mindset in the sense of like, wow, yeah, look at where I could go? look at the potential for me. If they can do it, I can do it. Right. And I think I do try and come from a space like that fairly often. But if you're coming from a place of envy, that's really, really bad. It's going to harm you and them. Like, it's not good for, especially if you have a relationship with that person. Definitely to not be like envious. But I think something that's actually been really, really big for me recently is my house. And I've really tried to work on this and just be very, very grateful for the house that I have. Like, Mitchell and I bought it like 3 years ago. It's a very small house and like it's nothing fancy, but I have like not felt like proud of it because I feel like it just doesn't match the like success that I've had in like my business or something like that. And I've been kind of questioning myself, like, why is that I've felt that way?
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think it's bad. I think it's like, you just want a bigger house. Like, you can have a bigger house also, and there's certain things that I want to do with just hosting my family and stuff like that that have been a thing. But I think I did get in a rut, I would say like probably like 6 months back, where I was just like, I just like, this house is so small, or like whatever, instead of just being incredibly grateful for what I had. And I had to have a big heart shift there, but I did. And then I was like, oh my gosh, Maggie, I'm jealous of your house. I love your house. But I didn't feel like it was like from a bad place that I felt that way about your house.
Yeah.
Because it had switched, and I was still at the same time incredibly grateful for my home.
Right.
But
and
I was like,
you were like, it's my dream first home.
Exactly. At the same time, I was like, yes, it's also my dream first home. It's been incredible. And I'm so, so grateful.
Yeah.
At the same time, I want a bigger, nicer house. Like,
Yeah.
So,
and you want to live next to me.
And I want to live next to my best friend.
Which is going to happen.
It's not that big of a deal, guys. Yeah. So, but I 100% compare myself to other people.
I think that it's a really conscious effort for me, because I think that those comparing thoughts, like the envy, is very sneaky.
Yeah.
And, social media, all the things, it's like, it's so easy to look at someone and go, oh, their house, their relationship, whatever it is. And so for me, it's a conscious effort to say no. Like, I'm not comparing in that way.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for what I do have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that comparing is just realistically, it's a part of everyone's life, and it's whether you are making the conscious effort to say no.
And if it's with someone that's like close, like you and I are really close, I don't feel any type of weird way being like, I'm jealous of your house, Mag. You know what I mean?
No,
because it's like, I'm also, it's just like, I'm at the same time, I'm very happy with my life and everything that I have.
Right.
And I know that you know that.
Yes.
And I know that you're happy with what you have. So it just doesn't feel, I don't know how to explain that, but it's like, I think some people try and keep that inside. And I think sometimes it's just good to like say it.
To like name it.
Yeah. Just be like, I want a nicer house.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Like,
yeah, sometimes that's like, I think it's scary a little bit, or uncomfortable to be like, I want this for the future, because then it's like you're almost setting that expectation out loud. But it's like a good thing.
I think so. If it's with the right people. We have a very safe relationship. If you're with someone who's going to put you down, or going to then try and up you, or you're in a weird thing like that, don't do that.
Where it's
but
like,
if it's a friend like this, and you're like,
oh
that'd be cool, get a nicer house. That's different. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
and
different.
It's not a weird thing where it's like boastful, like, I want a bigger house, and like, I want this car.
Yeah.
There's weird ways to go about it.
Yeah, it does.
And you can't do it with every person either. Do it with like your close relationships.
Also,
of like, these are my goals.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Also, when you're really focused on your own thing and like building what you want to build, you do not care about like how you're perceived, like people thinking that you seem a certain way with like money or like whatever. Like you don't actually care, because you're just so focused on building what you're building.
Yeah.
But like I've seen people, I'm like, why are you trying to act like you're so rich? Like, no one cares, dude. And also, it doesn't matter if you don't actually feel good about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's always a weird thing to me, but I'm like,
I saw, this is kind of a tangent, but I saw Maria Went, and I saw her talking about
post too. Yeah, something about.
Well, she was talking about how she was like, I am manically trying to help as many people as possible. And she was like, it was so funny how she said it though, but she said like manically multiple times, just like she was like, I have to help people. Like, this is what I was made to do. Like, I have to help people. make sales. And she was like, and I don't care about anything else. Like,
Yes.
I am. And it's like you're saying, though, it's
I
like
don't
when you
care.
are
Yes.
so clear on your vision,
Yeah.
it's like everything else starts to fade away.
Yes, you're just trying to build this thing, and then the product and the what's the word that I'm looking for, the outcome, not even the outcome, I don't even know, the whatever of it is the money and the growth and stuff like that.
Like the byproduct.
The byproduct. It's a
Yeah.
byproduct of what you're building.
Yeah.
But with you aren't just focused, dude. I like, if you're just focused on the numbers, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. Like, focusing on just the numbers, it doesn't, like, it's just, because it's just a number. Man, it's literally just a number. And you look at the number in the bank account, and you look at that for the monthly or the yearly or whatever. And, like, yes, I'm very proud of, like, certain goals that I've hit and everything, but it's so much better when it's really a byproduct. I'm like, oh my gosh, I helped this many kids. I impacted this many families. Like, this is what's happening. This is amazing. And then I'm like, oh, also I made all this money. That's really amazing too.
Yeah.
But it feels so much better when it's a byproduct.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's really powerful. We just had this discussion, I think it was yesterday, in a meeting with my with the company that I work for, and they were like, yes, like as a company we have all of these goals and like all of these numbers that we need to hit, but ultimately, like, what it really comes down to is like, how many people are we helping?
Yep.
Like, how many lives are we able to change
Yeah.
with what we're doing? And that, like, that vision just changes everything
The
for
entire
the
thing.
team, for the company, like you're seeing with your company. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so powerful.
Yeah. I was talking to a dad last night about his daughter and stuff, and for college soccer recruitment and stuff. And I was like, it's not even about, I was like, this is obviously about college soccer recruitment for me, but this is about giving her skills for the rest of her life to pursue whatever she wants and achieve it, get it, and impact other people and be leaders in the rest of her life.
Yeah. These are life skills.
These
They're
are
not
life
only
skills I
applicable
am
to
teaching.
soccer.
Yeah, it's not like dying on the hill of college soccer. It's everything else that I can teach them and inspire them to be in the process. And I'm like, that's why we're here, guys.
Love
That's
that.
what makes a difference. So
I hope that got him fired up. It should have.
yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
so grateful if someone like was invested in my daughter like that and was like, no, I want her to succeed in life.
Yeah, I was like, this
isn't for me and like what I get out of it only. Like, this is for your daughter.
I was like, yeah, you have to think more long term, because he's like, so he's basically asking me if I was going to use all the connections that I have in the college soccer world, and I was like, yeah, of course, like I have a lot, like it's a small world, but I said I will try to refrain from doing that as best I possibly can, because it needs to be her advocating for herself.
That doesn't serve her.
It doesn't
if you're
serve her.
pulling all the strings for her.
When is that really going to happen in your life? It's not.
Yeah.
And that you can
not
just
realistic.
pay for it. It's not the real thing. The real thing is me empowering you and supporting you every single way to bet on yourself, believe in yourself, and put yourself out there until you get what you set out to get.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I was like, and that's why we're here. This is going to change her life.
100%.
That's it. That's why I do this. Yeah, come on.
Come
on.
That's fantastic. I love it. Okay. Next question. What does the good life or the dream life mean to you now, and has that definition changed over time? I feel like we talked about that a little bit. Just as like for me with growth and being uncomfortable, like my definition definitely changed there. Is there anything you would want to add to that?
Yeah, I think it's just like, can you enjoy every day, really? And dude, actually, when I was falling asleep, 2 verses came up to me. One is in Proverbs, and because I was thinking about the do not worry verses, and the other one's in Matthew. I think it's in like all the books of the
Gospels.
The Gospels. So it's, in the Gospels, do not worry about tomorrow, for today has enough worries of its own. And in Proverbs, it says, do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. And it's both of those. It's like, don't worry and don't boast. Just stay in today. Like, don't do it because you don't know. You don't know. Be in the now. That is the number one thing that I have to work on all the time, because I am a visionary and I do see and I have all these things that I think about and all the things, but it's really, if I can enjoy today, if I can have a good day today, that's what matters. And I think my going through a lot of mental health struggles, that actually really helped me, because when you're feeling incredibly depressed or a manic, you cannot think about anything else than the day that you're in. And I just broke it down like, what does a successful day look like for me today?
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to try and do. Is have a good day today.
That's awesome.
And that's to me, that's like living a good life.
Yeah. A joke that Matthew and I have, because it does go back to like how the Bible says, do not worry. And there's one verse, I don't know where it is, but it says, do not worry, for like worry has never added a day to your
hair
life.
to your head. Yeah.
A hair to your head.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like it's never. And so we'll joke back and forth about it. Like, don't worry. Like, it's not going to add any time to you.
You're not getting any more hairs.
You're not getting any more hairs. Literally like that. It's like, I'm not going to worry about it.
Yes.
Like, it's just such a good reminder, though. It's like, there's literally no point in worrying.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. There's no point.
Because worry is also like just by definition ruminating on a problem, and there's
that might
zero
not actually
problem
exist.
solving involved.
Yes,
too.
exactly.
Like there's no solution found in worry.
So it's so much better if you're feeling that, especially for me. I always think about like business. It's just like, just take action.
Yeah.
Just do something.
Yeah. Take a
step. You're worried about like the money coming in. Okay. Follow up with 100 past leads that you didn't close.
Yeah.
You're going to feel 1,000 times better.
Yeah. Like you said, motion creates emotion. Like
yes, exactly.
You have to.
You got to move. Now that's my thing now. I don't feel great about it. It's not vibing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get to work.
Nice.
I'm going to work on this.
That's awesome.
I think I told you like a couple weeks ago, last week, I was like struggling with ads. I was like, I wanted to break down. I was like, okay, we're just going to work on this. Worked on it for like 5 hours. Got a whole new ad set up, did a whole new thing. I was like, I feel great about it.
That's awesome.
New leads. Yep.
Heck
so
yeah.
take action.
All good things
Don't
for
worry.
PTG. Okay, next question. What are some shifts you made to make your life feel more like yours? Or I would say like to make your life feel more like the life you love now.
Do you have your responses?
No.
Okay. Okay, so read it again to make my life feel more like mine.
Yeah, I think like, well, I will say for me, a lot of it was independence. Like I always really craved like independence and autonomy when I was younger. And I remember thinking like when I was probably like 16 or 17. I remember thinking like when I'm 19,
yes,
like that is going to be my golden year. I'm going to have it all figured out.
Yes.
I'm going to be an adult.
Yes.
That did not happen at 19 for me. I did not have it all figured out. But now I feel like I have that feeling of what I like really craved so long for when I was a teenager. And I do feel like that independence and that autonomy has been huge for my dream life, just to feel like I can make these decisions for myself.
Yes.
And the freedom there.
Yeah, that for me just comes back to growing up in high control. I would say you grew up in high control as well. I grew up in, I would say, extremely controlling environment.
Yeah.
And I hated it, man. I hate it because I felt like ultimately it was limiting. And not in the sense of like, oh, I can't do these things. It was limiting in like beliefs. It was limiting. It wasn't abundant. It was like, it was negative. It wasn't good. And like now,
like it keeps you small.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I always felt like, dude, I can play a way bigger game here, man. Like I'm a winner. Like I'm a peacock.
That vision.
You gotta let me fly. Yes, dude. Yes. Since I was little, I was like, no, I can change the world. Like I can do these things. And I felt so like pinned down, and I just hate that feeling. So I would say like, yeah, just the fact that I realize now, like, it's my job to create that. That's what makes it's like I have the opportunity to create whatever it is that I want to create.
Yeah, just that autonomy, that independence.
Yeah, it's just going to be, am I willing to sacrifice whatever I need to sacrifice? Am I willing to do the things to actually get there? I think a lot of people think like, oh, yeah, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have this. But I'm like, well, yeah, awesome. Are you able to work 10 to 12-hour days consistently? Are you able to, sit in the high highs and the low lows? Are you able to sit in constant uncertainty? Are you able to have the capacity to not know what's going to happen and be like, oh my gosh, are we like up? Is it over? Are you going to be able to do that again and again and again? I think once people think about that, they're like, wait, yeah, no, I actually don't know if I want that. I'm gonna say right now, like, if you don't know for certain, like, yeah, dude, I'll nail that. I got that. I can hang in. I can survive. it's not for you. You don't actually want to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like, you just, like, it's
Yeah.
harder than you think. Yeah.
And I think there's a real maturity that I had to recognize and grow into that comes with you get independence, you get freedom, and then you have the responsibility that comes with making these really big decisions.
Yeah, you gotta work
and
really
it's
hard.
such a gift, but it's also such a big responsibility. It's like, do you have, like you said, the confidence and the maturity to be able to say, yes, I'm up for the challenge?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't. I think we struggle with a little bit, and this is kind of for another topic, but just like the entitlement that it's just supposed to happen and be easy. And it's like, actually, no. Actually, it's way harder.
Yeah.
It's harder than I thought it was going to be, dude.
Agreed, but it's so worth it.
It's so worth it. 100%.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to be doing anything else.
All right, let me see if I have any other questions for you.
Any other preguntas?
Ooh, I really like this one. How does your health play into loving your life long term?
Oh my gosh, it's the foundation of everything, dude. You cannot.
I agree.
It's the first.
Man, I was thinking about that and I was just like, health is so much. It's like I could be 60 and losing out on 20 years of my life because I didn't take care of my health.
It's everything, dude.
Losing out on like time with kids and grandkids and like my spouse if I don't care for my health. And I think caring for your health plays into loving your life long term because it's not flashy, Like it's one of those more boring things. Like we were talking about building your life is sometimes not exciting. It's doing the boring things every day. It's drinking a lot of water. It's going to the gym on a regular basis. It's like not going to eat fast food because it's convenient.
Yeah.
Like that stuff is pretty boring.
Yep.
And you need to do the boring things.
Yep.
If you want to live a long time.
Yeah.
Do the boring things.
And just also feel good living your life.
Yeah.
Man, when I get sick or something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for my health because it's hard to just do anything just when you don't feel good. And honestly, for people who are fat, I'm just going to say it, like that sucks. I'm super sorry.
Yeah.
I hope you change that. That sucks so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just know when I've carried a backpack around and it's just heavy, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I really feel for those people.
Yeah, it's so hard on your body. And I think that's a really sad thing about, because there's been that trend to just affirm every single lifestyle and every single body type. And it's like, if you really care about that person, if they're unhealthy, you're affirming the fact that they're losing years of their life.
You don't care about that person.
Yeah.
You don't care about them if you're saying it's okay to be fat. For real. It's not okay to be fat.
Yeah.
I get if you're a bigger bone, you're bigger. I'm not saying there's no problem with that at all. But I'm saying if you are actually fat, that's not okay.
Yeah.
That's not okay. You don't deserve that. Your body doesn't deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
That's painful in every degree. It's harder to move. Like, you're just not going to be as happy.
No.
That's the reality. I know people are
Yeah.
like, no, you got to accept everything. No, you don't, dude, because you deserve more. You got to see more for yourself, and you're settling so hardcore.
Yeah.
And it's not saying, I'm not on the whole, like, be the super skinny person. It's not that at all. But I'm like, if
No.
you're actually fat, lose the weight.
Yeah.
Because it's
For you and for your loved ones. you
Yeah.
know? Like for
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. And I know it's like a controversy thing today, but I'm like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
because I actually care about you. And I'll say it.
But yeah, health is a huge part of loving your life. I
Yeah.
firmly believe. I mean, of course, if you're chronically ill or if you can't move in the ways that you want to move, what a detriment that is to the life that you want to live. Like
Yeah.
travel and like experiences that you could have with your
Yeah.
family are limited.
And I think it needs to be more about health than just like, and I struggle with this a lot, but it needs to be more about health than just looking a certain way, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll be like, oh my gosh, like I just can't see my abs the way I want to or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but dude, I'm super, super healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm working out 5 to 6 days a week. I'm eating really good. I'm like, really, I'm going to trip on this? Like,
Right.
like a 2-pound difference. Like that does not
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
But I love, just being healthy. Do you feel good?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you can move well? Because movement dictates mood. It's a reality. If you can't move well, like your mood is only going to be so good.
Yeah.
I know because I've had 5 knee surgeries. It's really
You've
hard
been down and out
to not be able to
multiple
move.
times. Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks so bad. So if you have legs that you can move on, use them.
Yeah.
Use them because it'll make you feel so much better.
Use
So,
your legs.
use your legs, baby. Lose the weight.
And that's a wrap.
And that is a wrap. Hey,
Next week
2026
we're
goals.
canceled.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. This should not be a short. Maybe it should.
We'll decide.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll end on a bit of a different note.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. If you could give one piece of advice to someone who wants to start building their dream life now, what would it be?
Map out exactly, like, go to, like, the best day that you had, like, in your life that wasn't outside of your routine. You weren't traveling or anything. Why was it such a good day? And just do that over and over again.
I love that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so simple.
That's what I think. What about you?
Well, no, one thing that I would say for sure, if you want to start building your dream life right now, is to be grateful for where you are right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, you should be 100% grateful and 100% happy with where you are, and then build all your goals.
Yeah.
But if you aren't happy where you are right now, you won't be happy with where you're going either.
Yeah, you
It
have to
will
find
never
something
be
in there
enough.
that you can be grateful and happy about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Find the gratitude of where you're at. I don't think you need to be completely grateful with your entire situation, but you need to be grateful for being alive and find the things that you like can be grateful for.
Yeah.
Because there's some times in my life where I'm like, I
But
wasn't
I
totally
feel like
happy.
you've been incredible about like you've been grateful for like the hard
That's
things
true.
you've gone through too.
That's true. I am. That's
and you
so
look
true.
back now and you're just like, I'm grateful that hard thing happened. It sucked.
That's really true.
but I needed that.
You be knowing.
So
You're right.
I feel like you could be grateful for almost everything. But
Yeah.
maybe there's some things that you're like, I could have done without. But for the most part, even like the tough things you're going through, I think you could choose gratitude in that too.
Yeah. Okay. Because always give thanks, right? Yeah. I love it.
In all things.
And all thanks. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you liked it, make sure to like it and subscribe on our channel.
And if anything resonated with you in the episode, please send it to someone that you think might benefit from listening. We can't wait to see you in the next episode.